My name is Kyle Hamilton, and did you know that on the contrary to popular belief, a degree alone might not be enough to get a job that you are applying for? Did you also know that the current college graduates are failing at job interviews at high rates? Being one of many upcoming college graduates, my concern is what do I need to know so that I can succeed at a job interview for my career choice in the near future? In my investigation to understand what it takes to master the interview process, I found some interesting facts that I would like to share with you today. First, to be honest, I'm rather surprised that I have a great concern about succeeding with interviews based on what I've learned. I spoke to a friend who is a hiring manager at a technology company, and she shared with me the following statistics. For every 10 candidates that her recruits screen during the first interview process, 1 out of 10 make it. Out of every 30 students that make it to the final panel, 1 out of every 30 get a job. I found that a rather shocking statistic. I would like to ask a question. Do you think you are well prepared for a job interview tomorrow? The main purpose of my time with you today is to get you to think about preparing in advance for a successful interview. The areas that we will cover today are the evidence regarding the hiring professional statistics that college graduates are not well prepared for the interview process. Additionally, we will look at the impact to employers and also to the college graduates in today's job market. Last, we will discuss the do's and the don'ts in order for you to be successful in a job interview process. A fairly recent study of 600 hiring managers reported in the U.S. News and World Report that the majority of over 2 million college graduates are not equipped to pass the interview process due to 4 main reasons. Let's discuss the first point of the survey: candidates not knowing enough about the company they are applying for. You might not think that interviewing starts with doing your homework about the company you're applying for, but actually it does. What will the interviewer want to hear from you about the company? This is important. The information will be key to helping you set yourself apart. There is plenty of information on the internet depending on the size of the company you're applying for. Take advantage of asking others who and what they may know about this company. Do you think the interview will look for signs of how interested you are to work for this company? Of course they will. You should ask the right questions to them. This is often overlooked by first-time job seekers. Hiring managers want to know what you know about their company and how much you care about working there, and always asking a question will always pique their interest, so do your homework. Next, the key points of hiring professionals in the study were related to lack of professional demeanor and being unprepared, especially the 4 areas where more than 1 out of every 4 were unprepared and did not exhibit an understanding of the company you're applying to. Nearly 1/2 did not dress appropriately. Nearly 1 out of 3 were late for the first interview. Nearly 1 in 4 had poor verbal skills and used slang language in the interview. Did you find that surprising? I did. The results from my recent survey of small sampling of my college classmates are as follows. The majority states agree, but not strongly agree, that having insight into what employers are looking for would be helpful. Most survey responded that they practiced for an interview in advance to be better prepared. Thank you. Most selected that the first appearance do play a major role in the job interview. However, what was interesting was the majority stated no as to whether they were offered a job directly after an interview. The next key point in the study from the hiring professionals was the 1 out of 2 did not dress appropriately. Have you ever heard of the phrase dress for success? Well, that applies. Do you think first impressions make a difference? Well, they do. How do you dress for the first interview and how you act will leave a lasting impression on the interviewer. You're not the only one applying for this job, so you need to always stand out. Professional attire is very important. However, that does not mean wear a tuxedo, guys. That is definitely something you do not want to do. The next point from studying was the feedback that being late or using slang language is asked to be not considered at all. Why waste everyone's time if you do not understand that these 2 things do not make you serious candidates to be considered? Rather, you should arrive early, at least 10 minutes, greet the interviewer professionally, shake hands accordingly, and keep the demeanor through the interview process. Additionally, an article published by the New York Times in March of last year, 2013, discussed the impact of the current job market being slow to grow. Employers are putting candidates through more stages of the process and interviewing more candidates than ever before, actually. What does this mean? Well, the impact to employers are the job postings are staying open longer. Employers are finding that the pool of college candidates are unprepared for the interview. process by means of lack of skill. This is delaying job offers and impacting the jobless rate. Therefore, getting a job acceptance can take much longer than in previous years. Let's take a look. Let's talk this time to talk about do's and don'ts. Some recommendations from recruiters. Investigation what employers are looking for in order to prepare for success, their wants and needs from candidates. Okay. It would be wise to fine-tune your answers. There are plenty of standard questions available online and in books. Understand what mistakes to avoid during the interview process. The do's. Don't kid yourself. In an interview, you're selling yourself. There are lots of people, both college graduates and seasoned professionals, that are looking for a job or looking to change the job they have now. They are competing with you all times. You need to understand this as you prepare to interview. To do. Important things to do. Do shake hands both before and after the interview. Do remember posture and body language. Do look interested at all times and refrain from fidgeting. Do stress your achievements. Remember that this is your chance to sell yourself. Do show enthusiasm, where appropriate though. Do close the interview by verifying your interests with the interviewer. Show them that you respect the company and that you're looking forward to working with them. Do arrive early, at least 10 minutes prior. Do show a positive attitude. Do make eye contact throughout the interview. Sit up straight, come on. Do ask good questions before leaving the interview. Do send a thank you note immediately, and always, please do, turn off your cell phone. Do not text or look at your phone during an interview. Do not chew gum. Do not confuse arrogance with confidence. Perception is everything. Do not lie or fake an answer. They will always find out. And do not take your parents to an interview with you. Okay. Remember, in an interview, it is not just about your skills and experience. Capable interviewers will always be also looking to assess your personal and professional fit. First impressions mean everything. Stand out from the crowd and always sell yourself to the interviewer. The best advice anyone can give you is to prepare in advance and to be yourself during the interview. Pretending to be someone that you are not will expose during the questioning and the studying of your body language. Last but certainly not least, there's one final thing for you to do. Follow up immediately with a short thank you note to the interviewer, and do not panic. In closing, we are in a very competitive market with plenty of jobs out there, but just too many people applying for them. If you really want a specific job, these tips are ones that you should consider to help you stand out to land that job. Don't be late to the interview. Prepare and practice the skills needed to stand out during the interview process. The job is yours to get. Thank you very much. Success in interviewing.